really good. I get to wake up every morning at 5 a.m. and make some soup. It's the best. I love it. I get to lay in a bed by myself all of my life. It's fantastic.
You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses. You right to jail.
Where's my burrito? Where's my burrito? Where's my burrito?
Oh!
Okay, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
No, there it is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
Okay, but now I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Okay. Honey? Sure.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out.
Sting is going to do, it's a video, Sting video.
What is...
For credits.
I don't know what that means, to play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
Okay, in 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.
Right.
Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
We obviously didn't communicate clearly. We're here to discuss your surrender, not mine.
Tú eres tan romántico molestando con una vipa. Me preguntas si te quiero. Yo te digo que no estoy lista y no quiero comenzar. No hay nada que pensar. Yo te dejaré atrás. Mientras gano más y más. No estás en mi nivel y tú no eres obligación. No estás motivada y tú aburres mi corazón. Eres un idiota sin inteligencia y razón. Entonces déjame tranquila mientras escriba tu canción. Tú eres tan romántico molestando con una vipa. Me preguntas si te quiero. Yo te digo que no estoy lista y no quiero comenzar. No hay nada que pensar. Yo te dejaré atrás. Mientras gano más y más. No estás en mi nivel y tú no eres obligación. No estás motivado. Corazón, eres un idiota sin inteligencia y razón. Entonces déjame tranquila mientras escriba tu canción. Estoy aquí a disfrutar. Estoy aquí pero quiero gozar. Si quieres a mí pero vamos a bailar. Cintura a cintura, papi, tra, tra, tra. Bailando, gozando y me gusta tomar. Pero no quiero pendejos que no quieren respetar. Déjame pendejo, papi, ya no más. Déjame pendejo, papi, ya no más. Estoy aquí a disfrutar. Estoy aquí pero quiero gozar. Si quieres a mí pero vamos a bailar. Cintura a cintura, papi, tra, tra, tra. Bailando, gozando y me gusta tomar. Pero no quiero pendejos que no quieren respetar. Déjame pendejo, papi, ya no más. Déjame pendejo, papi, ya no más.
What is up, everybody? It is your boy Luis Martinez, aka Big Chief Burrito, live with you on a Tuesday.
Tuesday, baby.
Mi Gente show, live and direct from San Diego, Chula Vista, the South Bay, California. Coming at you live. What's up, Sophia?
Not much, Lou. Just chilling. Finally getting back on schedule, right? Tuesdays. Our new day.
Tuesdays is our new day. Yes.
Yeah. How you feeling?
Good, good. We knocked the rust off last week. Got back on schedule. You guys, thank you for tuning in live. Thank you for everybody that's listening to the podcast. We're back on a more regular schedule now after a brief mid-spring hiatus.
Yes.
The summer is coming up. At least until your next vacation.
Yeah, pretty much. Which, by the way, personal news, that got canceled. Oh,
London got canceled?
London got canceled. Yes. Wow. I'll tell you more about it later on, but that's personal news. I am now searching for a new vacation. Nothing is cemented. I'll keep y'all posted. Apply
within. Wow. Well, you know what? You just reminded me of something that I saw that I think we should. I wanna see if there's some videos on it. But
got a lot to cover today. How is your personal news?
Good. Let's see. Let's stick with it. We got the dogs coming up here. Baxter, Shy Girl. They're getting older, but they're in a good health spot right now. So
yeah, I'm surprised they can still jump on the bed. They're limber.
Hey, Vinziger checking in. I want to tell you that I disagree with it. No, Vinziger. What I meant to say about Ranma is that I watched that when I was in Colombia, so I remember it as Ranma y medio, Ranma and a half, and it was dubbed in Spanish. So that's what I meant, as in it's not a Latino anime. It's just an anime that I watched
in Latino.
In Latino. that I did that. So thanks for tuning in early.
Yeah, thanks, Vinziger. Welcome. Yeah, I watched Dragon Ball Z in Mexico in Spanish, so everything is like in Spanish when I think of Dragon Ball Z for me.
Yeah, and I went back and forth with like the Simpsons too. Simpsons in Spanish is a whole trip. But yeah, that was that. Let's clarify that. Personal news. Let's see what happened. Uruguay won the Under-20 World Cup. So
what?
Hell yeah! Uruguay campeón del mundo. So that was awesome.
Didn't know that.
They
awesome.
played this past Sunday in the final against Italy.
What? Yeah. Oh, you didn't think to message me? I would have loved to watch that. Damn.
Yeah. They won 1-0 the Under-20 World Cup. So
is that the Israel flag? Is it Italy or Israel?
No, they played Israel in the semifinal.
Gotcha.
And then they played Italy in the final on Sunday, and they won 1-0. So
hell yeah. Fuck yeah, we love Uruguay. Represent.
And mi gente also they give Mbappe from France a lot of shit because he said there wasn't a lot of talent coming out of South America, soccer-wise. But Argentina wins the World Cup. Brazil won the Under-17 World Cup, and Uruguay won the Under-20 World Cup. So
make it make sense, Mbappe.
So suck it, Mbappe.
Pendejo. Getting into it early, damn.
Just a petition that I retweeted. Dogs are my cause.
Yeah.
So we're live and alive up here talking about personal. Yeah, so that was good. So that was emotional for me, obviously. Growing up watching soccer with my dad, and I watched the whole game here on Sunday. Got really emotional as I watched the final and celebrated in the house. My dogs were a little freaked out, like, why is he jumping around? Woke up Brian.
Why is he sobbing?
Why is he sobbing? Why is he sad? But it was actually good. So that was fun. We have some stuff to share for you, which is the
React show I've been doing. I collaborated with oml.tv for One More Lesbian for the React show for Coming Out for Love, and episode 2 is up, so there's going to be a weekly episode. Episode 2 is up, so check it out.
Now, my question about the title Coming Out for Love is, aren't most of these people already out?
So yeah, I mean, it could be coming out as in you're coming out of the closet. It could be you're coming out, like coming over here, coming to the show.
I mean, it was right there. The pun was right there, right?
I will say you are wrong, sir, because a lot of us were not fully out.
Really?
What? I know I live my life very transparently, but I will say, if you ask my family from like Rosarito, they don't know. So this was kind of like out and proud.
My family from like Rosarito. Sorry, we got.
Whoa! I just heard myself.
Dubbed yourself.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So you're not 100%.
Not 100. I wasn't. I mean, listen, I'm just very blatant about it. So if they don't know, it's on them. But then there was a few. There was like 2 or 3 girls on there that weren't out like at all, like 0.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And that was literally their coming out party?
Pretty much, yeah. It's like, we're gonna send the link to your mom. And that will be how I come out to them.
I just shared the link to episode 2 on OML there on YouTube for everybody else. Let's take a look real quick.
Take a quickie look.
Let's take a look.
Yeah.
At Sophia's show.
Good old look-see. As you pull it up, everyone go. Oh, okay. I was gonna keep talking. Oh, great still of me. Look so good.
And welcome to the second episode of Wait, What? The official Coming Out for Love reaction show, season 1. Today we're going to be
recognize the background.
2.
Yeah, there was a few. There she is.
Yeah,
you get your makeup on point for the show.
Yeah, thank you. And then it's just me reacting. So tune in. I talk a lot of shit. That's the show. They're doing things. They're saying things. Oh, that's me reacting to me.
Cut right to it, right there.
Why would you do that to me?
I don't know. That was just a random. That was just a random reaction. That's a triple.
Look at how awkward I am. I'm like nervous. I'm like, hi, Amber. I'm reacting to me reacting. This is weird.
This is reaction squared.
Reaction squared. Oh, jeez.
We're reacting to Sophia on a show called Coming Out for Love that you can watch on OML, and we have the link, and I'll put the link in the audio description as well, so you guys can check it out. Go support.
Yeah, you can actually watch it on comingoutforlove.com and use the code Sophia, all caps SOFIA, to get 10% off if you do decide to purchase.
Nice.
Yeah.
Code now Sophia. You mentioned, and it is Pride Month, so we are getting gay all week, and all month. But where do you stand on like the forcibly outing of celebrities? I know Perez Hilton used to do that a lot in the day, like the blind items, things like that. Do you think as a net, even though it affects certain people specifically individually, it's a net positive for the LGBTQ community? Or do you feel that it's never appropriate, no matter what good it does for the overall community, to put somebody's life out there?
Ooh, that's a good question. I actually talked about this in, I think, the first React show, just because it came up. Some of the girls were talking about being outed, and Jessica Clark, the host, said something pretty impactful. She basically said that being an out celebrity is a form of activism, and I think that that's totally true. I think that you get blacklisted or judged, or maybe you get less opportunities if you are out and proud in Hollywood. You don't see that very often. So I think that yay to those who are out. As far as outing people forcibly, I think that that's like one of the worst things you can do, because you can be leading someone to suicide. You never know. This is a very sensitive topic, and when people are not ready to come out, you should never force them out. Caveat: there are some people in this world that are trash humans, like Steven Crowder, who is probably bisexual. Just saying. Basically,
he said in a show that he had the ugly bisexual monster coming out from college.
Yeah, exactly. Right? And so he obviously is a very conservative right-wing monster, for people who don't know. So people like that, I kind of have less sympathy. My sympathy level goes down, and I'm like, listen, if you want to trash on him and call him out on his sexuality, go for it. I'm not gonna judge on that one, because he does a lot of bad stuff for the world. So, but yeah, no, in the general, it's bad to out people. That's my take.
Okay. So I mean, not everybody leads a life as open as you, so it's obviously interesting to
Not everyone is as privileged to be able to, you know, and live like in a safe state like California and stuff like that. So
yeah, we're in a good place for a lot of reasons, you know, and as well as for immigrants, for gay people, for Hollywood, for Latinos, for everything. It's a nice place to be.
Absolutely.
I mean, especially when we do like friggin' Hellscape Watch, etc., and we see all the kind of diabolical shit that's going out across the rest of the world. So exactly. Let's see. Let's jump into some news then, getting into personal news. I wanted to bring this up, but this is sort of sports related. But Lionel Messi, speaking of soccer in Argentina, is joining Major League Soccer.
Is it official? Contract signed? He's with MLS.
He's basically Lionel Messi, Barcelona player from when he was a kid. Then he moved over to Paris Saint-Germain for the last couple of years. And he had an offer on the table.
Yeah.
He had an offer on the table from a Saudi Arabian club. Everybody knows Ronaldo went to play in Saudi Arabia, and he got like $1 billion.
It's like a prince.
Yeah. So another player from Real Madrid just went to Saudi Arabia for like hundreds of millions of dollars, and he got offered, I believe the last offer was 1.6 billion.
Yeah, with the B. Oh my gosh. Jesus. Imagine getting outed in Saudi Arabia. You'd be dead.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to soccer.
Another reason. So so Messi turns down $1.6 billion.
We love Messi. Although, I mean, listen, business is business. I'm sure they give him something better, right?
Well, yeah. So the deal for Messi is going to be that he's going to come play for Beckham's club in Inter Miami. So it's Saudi Arabia versus Miami, right? And he gets a deal and a percentage of the streaming deal with Apple TV, who's going to be streaming MLS games. He gets a percentage of the Adidas swag and jersey sales.
Right.
And much like the deal that they did with David Beckham, he gets to buy into ownership of a club for a reduced price. So so Messi could be an owner of an MLS club in the future, where he'll be able to buy the club for like 25 million. And a club that you can buy a club for 25 million, and it'll be worth 400 or 500 million in a few years.
Yeah.
So let's
good deal.
Don't cry for me, Argentina, right away. He is turning down 1.6 billion, but he's also made hundreds of millions of dollars in his life, and
he will be just fine.
And his wife didn't want to go to Saudi Arabia, and when you got that much money, you have the ability to turn that type of money down. And don't cry for him; he's going to be just fine, because he's going to have ownership of a club, and he's going to be playing in the US. And I think it's a game changer for MLS, because even though they've been growing for the last several years, this is the number one player in the world still, you could argue. Just coming off a World Cup victory, a player that could have been going to play in Europe for another 100 million a year, but decided to come play here, which means, what are your thoughts?
Well, listen, so half of me is always like, I love the sport soccer, but I hate the politics and the money and the corruption behind it. So it's like a very conflicted side of me, but leaning into the sports lover of me, I love it. I love it. I think that if MLS can go bigger and he can possibly have a team, I was very excited when Beckham got Miami. So that's pretty cool. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for soccer to become more of a presence in the United States, because it was such a huge part of me in Mexico that I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
But, what are your thoughts?
I agree. I think that MLS has been teasing about this for years. It's like, if they get the big star, they get the big star, they get the big star. They always get the star a couple of years too late. They always get the star like after their star has diminished a bit. They still got a name. They get these players that, they either get like the players that are sort of fringe that do really well here but aren't really that popular, or they get the player on their downward trajectory on the back end
Yeah.
of their career.
Yeah.
So this is a guy that's still at the apex popularity wise. He's got like, I think he's got 7 million or 400 million followers on Instagram or something ridiculous. He's very popular. He's the most popular.
Not many people on Instagram. Jesus.
He's the most popular player he's the most popular player in the world still up to this day. So I think
Yeah.
and it's also great because we might be able to go see him play in San Diego in a couple of years because San Diego is getting a Major League Soccer franchise.
Oh man, dude, I'm so sad because I've given the Padres so much of my money, and I'm like, do I really want to start repping another soccer team? Like Cholos is right there. I love Chivas. Now there's gonna be SD team. And the answer is yes. Because the wave is already doing amazing, and so I'm like obsessed, and I'm like, fuck. Now there's gonna be a male soccer team.
Yeah, no, I think honestly, and Major League Soccer was founded in what year did Major League Soccer start? Major League Soccer started, I think, in the early 2000s. And I believe that, or 1996. Okay, 1996. But I was not, and this is going to be a first for me, I was not super attached to the first New York City teams, the New York City Red Bulls, because I don't know. And then New York City got a second team after that. But I was already living outside of New York. So even though I still root for like the Mets, the Jets, the Knicks, the New York City teams that I grew up on, I have no real connection to the teams that are in MLS that are repping New York. So this will be my first San Diego team that I'm. You're
saying you would go hard for San Diego.
Yes, I am going to.
Wow.
I am going to, and I was like, man, LA Galaxy, LA FC, they're to LA, you know what I mean? And like I said, the Red Bulls and then the other New York teams, they seemed, I don't know, for some reason I wasn't attracted to them because it was, I think it has to either be in the city that you're living at the time or in your youth that you sort of pick up on that, right?
Yeah.
So I wasn't really too hard on that, but I am officially going to be jumping on the bandwagon, and this will be my first professional San Diego team that I'm going to be rooting for hardcore. I mean, I like it when
kind of exciting.
Yeah, I like it when the Padres do good because it's always good when the home team wins. And I like it when the Chargers do good, et cetera, et cetera. And I really hope eventually San Diego gets a basketball team. That's what I really hope San Diego gets.
That would be cool. I don't know, man. The rent is going to go up. I mean, it is.
The rent's already going up.
True. We're in too deep here.
San Diego needs a basketball team. They do. I mean, Oklahoma City has a basketball team. There's no excuse for San Diego.
Right? Kansas has a soccer team. Who wants to go to Kansas?
Yeah, San Diego finally got an MLS team. They've been teasing it for so long. So I really, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Not excited to spend a lot of money on their merch, but I will. And I recently got into hockey too, so it's like,
really?
Yeah.
Who are you rooting for hockey-wise?
So, okay, there's been people fighting over who my allegiance should go for. Has always been so. Okay, Canada has a piece of my heart, but my ex-coworker was like, no, he tried to get me into the LA Kings, but my deep-seated hatred towards LA is just too deep at this point. So I just chose the Ducks. I was like, whatever.
The mighty Ducks.
The Mighty Ducks, I know they suck, but only because I went to Fullerton. And the Ducks also, I believe, were the people that funded the San Diego, like the minor league. It's the Gulls. Yeah. So,
okay.
It'd be cool if the Gulls if San Diego got their own hockey team, like, it was.
Yeah, man. San Diego needs to act like a big city.
Yeah. What the hell? Let's do it. We should talk to someone.
Yeah. Yes. The San Diego gente.
Yeah. Let's do it.
We can do
the two least like gente deportiva del mundo. How do you say it in English? I don't know.
From us,
sporty people. Yeah. Yeah.
We're sporty.
We're sporty. I'm gonna play kickball in a week.
Oh, I might join you.
Do it. Is it too late or not? I'll send you the link. You'd be the only man amongst a bunch of lesbians.
I don't know if I'd be like invading your space or if I would just be like coming to have fun because I know so many of you.
You do know most of us, so might as well. Why not?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even know. Plus, I don't know if the other team to be like, hey, I'm not very good. I'm not gonna be like great. It's not exactly.
Like we have one guy, and then they're like, "Is he good?"
What up, Scare Scuttlebutt Podcast? What's up, bro?
Scare
How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. We're talking MLS soccer right now. But there were two major events that happened last week when we first started to go live. One of them was the Trump indictment.
Indicted.
Which allowed me to jump on this. Wait, this I sometimes you just jump on the internet at the right time, and you get to make the first comment on a thing. You know what I mean? It's like kind of like one of the ways that you can get.
Yes.
And Trump,
you did not, did you?
I'm trying to find it right now, but because a lot of people were. So basically,
comment though?
No, I didn't get the first comment, but I just had. But it was a very easy joke that was out there. So it was literally it was an easy joke to make, which was Trump has been indicted on 37 counts against him, and 37 counts.
I already know the joke.
So right away I was like, in a row, which was the old Clerks meme. Where he found out his girlfriend had sucked 37 dicks.
You're so dumb. Oh my god.
And try not to catch any more charges on your way across the parking lot. So for a moment everything was right because the joke just told itself. It was like 37 charges in a row. So that was good. So the Trump indictment happened. Cyro, what's up, Cyro? Yes,
we're back, baby. Better than ever.
All right. So that would happen. And then one other thing happened that we have to talk about. It was a Pride Week miracle, Pride Month miracle. All of your Pride prayers were answered.
Yes.
As the horrible, evil piece of shit that was Pat Robertson passed away, so we got to give him.
Yeah. R.I.P. Bozo.
R.I.P. Pat Robertson. It was a Pride Month miracle.
Okay, we are tasteless human beings. We are celebrating the death of an evil man. But listen, it was terrible.
R.I.P. Pat Robertson. Pride Month miracle. Evil.
Lizzie's in a box. Sorry.
Yeah, we were doing Lizzie's in a box too, so we're not. Listen, it was happening.
Yeah. Listen, this man lived to 93. Okay, that is 90 years too many. Okay.
Yeah, as an evil piece of shit. All right, let's.
So evil.
So we're gonna watch this quick video, which is titled "The Horrible Things That Pat Robertson Said in His Lifetime." In case you thought there was some good coming out of this man.
Robertson has died at the young age of 93. The cause of death was that he was 93. But in all seriousness, his family confirmed that he has passed away, but they did not give a reason for his passing. Obviously, he was up there in age. Now, before we get to some details about his life, how he became a prominent force within the evangelical movement.
R.I.P.
Why don't we remember him for who he really was?
Burn in hell. Sorry.
What is this mac and cheese? Is that a black thing?
It is a black thing, Pat.
You might get AIDS in Kenya. The people have AIDS. You got to be careful. I mean, the towels can have AIDS. And the Bible says, if any man will not work, let him not eat. Now, that didn't say if any man will not work, let him go to the soup kitchen and let the government pick up the tab. Something happened a long time ago in Haiti. They got together and swore a pact to the devil. They said, we will serve you if you'll get us free from the French. I'm talking about the cheating. He cheated on you. Well, he's a man. Okay. There are a bunch of people who are just bums. And if these people are out drugging themselves, let them starve to death.
Oh my gosh.
May he rest in peace, Jenkins.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And that was light. There was another one where he was like, "Oh, just beat your wife. She's not listening to you. She's not doing what you want. Just beat her. Just, become a Muslim and beat her." I was like, what? Patty Robertson, what you doing? Yeah, he's just the towels have the towels have AIDS. Claudia held on to dear life where he would go next. Right. It's like, oh, I still can't believe the 700 Club is still like playing. It's still super like active, and I don't know. Jesus, 93 years.
93 years young. If there is a hell, he'll know.
Burn in hell.
All the hell that he got to talk about. Good for him. That, and then the Trump indictment, which was a 37 counts. Today was indictment day. Finally, they had all the things, and it's a big clusterfuck. I think it's going. The shit is gonna hit the fan at some point here. They got crazy people talking about, well, if he gets indicted, he's gonna make January 6th look like a picnic and all this other bullshit.
Okay. What?
But he's got espionage charges. He had to go back, and then he still has more stuff coming up because he still has the Georgia thing where he was literally on a phone call asking for like 1,200. I just need to find 1,200 votes, man. You got to help me out.
Yeah.
So.
Oh man. Yeah, no. And the thing is, a lot of people get it confused and are like, he's being targeted unfairly. Biden also had documents, all that stuff. Like, the thing is, a lot of presidents get documents while they're, president, and then as soon as they're not, they give them back, or what is the office that requests them? That office.
Yeah.
They request the documents back.
Records or something.
Yeah. Official records, whatever the hell, but they requested it and you give it back. And so that's usually the etiquette. A lot of presidents have done this. What Trump did was he didn't give them back. They gave him a warning. They gave him what is that thing? I'm blanking. But they requested it like 5 different times. And then they asked, and then they got legal action. They were like, hey, he did give some back. But it wasn't even like a sliver of how much he took. Like, if you look at pictures of where they found, like where the FBI took pictures of what they found, it was like boxes on boxes. They were all over his place in Mar-a-Lago. In the bathroom.
in the bathroom. And then
these are like important documents, like sealed, like, my god.
Look, even the speaker McCarthy was like, or whoever the speaker is, he was like, well, how do you feel about, and they're like, well, a bathroom locks, unlike a garage, because they're trying to give Biden shit because he had boxes in his garage. Yeah, the bathroom locks from the inside,
sir.
From the inside, you got to walk in there. It's like, listen, this is like the best. Maybe Trump just remember, like, before, when you used to have to take a dump before cell phones, and you'd have to like sit there and like read the back of the shampoo bottle.
Yeah,
or if
maybe you just wanted to go through them.
If you didn't, listen, back in the day, pre-cell phone, when you needed to take a dump, you had to grab your sports section, grab a book. You needed to bring some sort of reading material with you. But maybe since he's not a big cell phone guy, he would just pop a squat, just open up some boxes, grab open, and just start like, Iranian nuclear secrets.
Imagine like the documents that have like Trump juices. Oh, why'd I say that? I'm sorry. I hate myself a little bit.
Or what if you're just like you're running around Mar-a-Lago and you're like, oh, there's a bathroom here, and you just like,
let's go. Yeah. And they're so close to the toilet too.
Like, literally, you'd have to like almost sit sideways because they're so close to that toilet, right? You'd have to sort of like do a sideways straddle to get in there.
Subpoenaed was the word I was thinking about earlier. They asked kindly multiple times. Then they asked him not so kindly. Then they subpoenaed him, and then like he just kept ignoring, is what I'm saying. So I'm like, this is happening because this man just thinks he can get away with everything. He's not being treated unfairly here.
I like this one.
Damn it. She's a 10, but she stores documents in the bathroom.
She's a 10, but she stores illegal documents like this.
Oh man. So yeah, it's gonna go to jail. I don't know. This has to mean that he at least can't run, right? Like he's being charged.
You can run from jail, Sophia. You can run from
jail.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this country.
He can run and be president from a federal prison.
The bar really himself. Jesus, the bar really has fallen because I remember being in elementary school here in the Americas, and they would tell us you can dream of it you can dream of being anything. You can dream of even being the president of the United States. And that was like the highest bar, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, what do we tell our children to aspire to?
Yeah,
storing documents in a bathroom, I guess.
Let's not shine a UV light on those documents.
Oh, cochino. No, shine a UV light.
Where are you gonna get more of an explosion at, like a Motel 6 or like there? Yes. So it's funny. Yeah, and like you said, you said it. The main difference there is that Mike Pence had documents, Biden had documents, but when they were asked, "Can you give us those documents back?" they were like, "Yeah, sure, here, you know,
here you
go. Here they are. Oh yeah, my bad. You know, we had documents. Oh, peace. Yeah, here, take them back. Take them back. We love it.
It's truly just negligence, but it seems to be biting him in the ass, so that's nice. His followers truly are idiotic, though. They won't care. They're going to defend him to the death, I think. But
yeah, no, please, absolutely. It's not fascism when they do it. It's not a crime when their guy does it. They're absolutely in love with him, and they're never ever going to turn their back. It's most important. For what's most important to them is that it's their guy, and they just at some point they bought into it. Look, and Trump even is sort of like, you know, he's great for ratings, he's great for content, you know. Even in his last speech, he was like even talking about like the issues. He's like 5 years ago, you know, 5 years ago, Trump was standing on stage with an LGBTQ flag. There was LGBTQ for Trump was a thing, right? There were then and then even today on the thing, he's like, hey, I talk about Texas, I talk about this, nobody cares about it. I bring up the trans thing and people go nuts. And so he's like, and he doesn't believe in shit except money, obviously. So for him to just, and he says the quiet parts out loud all the time. He's like, I guess I got to talk about this trans thing all the time.
He's a true narcissist. I think he just like, you know, says whatever gets him claps, and then he's like, they love me. They love me. How old is he? He's got to be near death.
He's
already,
in his 70s.
right?
He's in his 70s. Hold on.
Damn. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico.
Throwing the Puerto Ricans. So
one of my favorites.
Look, they're gonna try to they're gonna run Trump, and they're desperate. They're trying to change all the laws. We talked about the stuff in Texas. They basically passed a law or statute or something saying that the Texas Senate or Congress can disallow or disavow the disregard the election results of a specific county, which happens to be like Houston, Dallas, like the biggest minority counties in the thing.
Yeah.
They basically admitted that this it is. This is the video that came out a couple of weeks ago, where he's admitting that they rejected 2 million write-in ballots or vote by mail that would have essentially turned Texas blue.
It's certainly critical to my state, and that's why we fought off these 12 lawsuits. We had them in Houston, we had them in San Antonio, we had them in Austin, we had them in counties where you'd have the most liberal judges. And it was a concerted effort nationally with lots of money going into it. And just knowing that we had 12 lawsuits that we had to win. And if we had lost one of them, like we lost Harris County, Trump won by 620,000 votes in Texas. Harris County mail-in ballots that they wanted to send out were 2.5 million. Those were all illegal, and we were able to stop every one of them. Had we not done that, we would have been in the very same situation. We would have been on election night. I was watching election night, and I knew when I saw what was happening in these other states that would have been Texas. We would have been in the same boat. We would have been one of those battleground states that they were counting votes in Harris County for 3 days, and Donald Trump would have lost the election.
Why is he proud? What?
Because this is disgrace now. Impeach former Attorney General Ken Paxton, who's so fucking racist and so corrupt that even Republicans voted to impeach him in Texas. So,
wow.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
even Republicans voted to impeach him in Texas, which is
damn. He done
hilarious.
fucked up.
Yeah. The other way that they're going to try to battle this is by trying to avoid getting young people to vote. This was something that happened, raise the voting age to 21, bring back the draft. Gen Z is a disaster that requires emergency correction. So
okay,
they want to try to make
come
it
on, Gen
for,
Z.
For college students to vote.
Yeah. Well, Gen Z and boomers are having a battle on TikTok. It's hilarious. And millennials and Gen X are just like, oh. Yeah. I'll see if I can find it and send it to you, but it's fucking hilarious.
What are they? What's the fight about?
It's just a TikTok of a lady that was like stand-up comedy, but like she said something about like, oh, Gen Z, they don't know how to write letters. They don't know how to write in cursive. They don't know how to like listing off all the things that basically have died. And they were like, call me when you know how to update your computer. Call me when you know how to whatever. Like everyone just like
PDF file.
PDF file to yeah. It was great. It's just like, dude, like, what do you say? The youth are rude people. Like, you're dying off. You're dying off.
Look, it's not going to matter in the end. Like, this is just like, rage against the dying of the light is essentially what it is. Let's see, what do we got here?
Yeah.
So we are covering those things. RIP Bozo, Pat Robertson, 37 counts of indictment. What do you guys? I'm trying to find a link here for a couple of things that we need to promote as we get forward. But if anybody else, what else happened? So, okay, here you go. So, this is just I thought was funny. Adobe Premiere is starting to play around with AI.
Oh.
So I specifically wanted to, if you looked at our thumbnail. Is partially created by AI. So what I asked AI to do was, this is what I asked for. I said a studio for podcasting for 2 people. I wanted an image like this. I said a studio that is set up for podcasting for 2 people with 2 microphones and a big rainbow background because I wanted like a pride ride, right?
Okay.
So this is the first image that AI created after I said that.
What the fuck? Yo, not gonna lie, I kind of like it.
No, I mean
it's pretty good. Wait, why is there one microphone in the middle?
Yeah, one microphone in the middle, 2 headphones, 2 bottomless sort of tops of people here.
What are the tripod situation? Like, what are the corner tripod thingies?
Those, I think, are headphones. Those are headphones on tripods. Those are headphones on tripods.
Okay, and then one microphone.
And one big mic in the middle.
These people don't have bodies.
They don't have bodies, and they're sort of, I don't know if they're twins or they just decided to dress the same.
Are they on the table? Are they in front, behind, hovering?
Yeah,
They're
hovering. They're hovering. All right. then it made me this one.
Ooh, artsy.
A little bit better, right? This then this one has just a bunch of microphones. It was like microphones, rainbow background.
Yeah.
And then essentially I used a little bit of this one. But this microphone.
Ooh, I do like that one. But that microphone is like attached to nothing.
This is just a floating microphone. This part here. So this is the one that I used as a base for our thumbnail for tonight. But I just thought,
I liked it.
Yeah, it's not horrible. Not
AI
horrible.
is trying. It's doing a solid job. Solid. Yeah.
All right, so that's what's up in AI. All right, so we got a couple of other things happening, and then what have you. But before we get too far into this, we also want to talk a little bit about entertainment. So as I get a few things here set up, let's go ahead and bring on our entertainment correspondent.
Let's do it.
You love her. We love her.
She's a...
Let's welcome Rosa Parra to the show. Rosa.
Woo! Rosa. Hey.
What's up, baby? How you doing?
Been a while, man.
It's been so long. We missed you. I missed you.
Oh, I missed you guys.
Sophia's not allowed to take any more vacations, Rosa, because we were itching the pod, and she was all the way prancing around Europe.
La la la! It was great.
How was it?
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. Too short, but that's all I got the funds to do. So
yeah.
How was life over here?
Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh yeah.
It's been great actually. A lot of movies been coming out, a lot of TV shows, but just recently covered La Live, the Los Angeles Latino International Film Festival. Had the immense pleasure of moderating 2 panels for Q&As, and man, it's a blast. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah, Rosa's doing big things out there. How did you get that hookup? What was the thing? Did you just they were just like, hey, man, we need
what hookup?
Rosa.
She's Rosa. Come on, she can get a
¿sabes qué? There's times where you just have to present and push yourself, and all I did, and I kid you not, was send them an email because I was approved for press credentials to cover the festival.
Beautiful.
So then I don't know, a little voice inside me said, you know what? Just tell them that you've moderated panels before, and if they need anybody or anything, that you're willing to do it. And that's what I did. I emailed them offering my services. The next day they were like, well, we have 2 panels that Amazon would be interested in you to talk to the cast. And one of them was With Love and the other one was Primo. And I was like, yeah, let's do it.
That is amazing.
So it was, man, it's still surreal. I'm seeing those photos and it's surreal.
Wow.
Nice. And when did you moderate for Ana Lidia? Because I've had her on my show before.
Dude, it was when she had her short film. I think it was Lola. It was years back. It was like right at the beginning of the pandemic. Years.
It was like a couple
3 years
ago.
ago.
I know
years.
We screened it at the festival as well. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And she was one of the very first people that just was very forward and no BS with that woman, and she tells it like it is. And one day she's like, well, if you want to moderate, we're gonna have a virtual screening of it, and a lot of the supporters are gonna be there if you'd like to moderate the thing. And I never thought that I was getting into film criticism to do it just moderating or do any of that. I just thought I was going to be behind the screen criticizing and and spewing my venom, but not necessarily showing my face. And when it was offered, it was just a challenge and just getting outside of my comfort zone, that it's had a ripple effect. And if you would have told me back then that I was going to be talking to some of the most talented people out there, I would have, my little brain would have exploded.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Nice. Well, let's talk a little bit about what's been happening and what's coming up in the world of film and TV. Let's talk Flaming Hot first. I just finally got to finish watching it on Hulu the other night. And I liked it. I liked my thoughts on it was that it was very well made, and that the thing that I liked the most about it, because it was basically, I don't want to say that it was like the Queen's biopic, like retelling of somebody's life, because obviously he's an important person in marketing and sales and stuff like that, and they sort of, they do sort of romanticize it a little bit. But the thing that I loved the most about the film was that it was sort of in our voice, if that makes sense. That it felt like for Latinos by Latinos, right? For Mexicans by Mexicans in a sense. So I enjoyed it. I recommend that everybody go watch it on Hulu, because the numbers are good, but they could be better. But how do you feel about it, Rosa? What did you think when you watched it?
I had a good time with it. I very much enjoyed it, and it's. Dude, I think Eva Longoria did a really great job directing this feature film. Yeah.
Was this her first time directing, do you know?
Feature film, yes, because last year at Sundance I saw her directorial debut with a documentary, La Guerra Civil, which chronicles the boxing rivalry between Julio Cesar Chavez and Oscar de la Hoya. It's a great documentary. I don't think it's been acquire yet. So hopefully after Flaming Hot, and now with everything that's happening, hopefully she can get that documentary out there. But you know what? I liked it. I had a good time with it. No, it's not a perfect film. So some of the dialogue and some of the writing, of course, this goes down that cheesy cliche route, and it's supposed to. It's part of the genre, I guess. Pero I do know what you mean when you say that it is made by us, because there's some little pieces of nuggets, whether they're cultural references or just the way you express yourself or the way you say something or deliver something that just feels like, okay, I have somebody, or I know of somebody who says this or says that, or even myself, right? And certain little pieces, like, I'm gonna be completely honest, like towards the end, you already seen the movie, when just writing your name appropriately and having the little tilde on top of the end and making it that ñ, and just having that there is just so powerful to me. For somebody to actually pronounce your name accordingly, it's a big deal. So it's something that only us would know. Like, you have no idea how many times my name's been mispronounced, because
Perra.
Yes, soy perra.
Look, yeah, absolutely. As somebody who, when I first got to this country, was bastardized as Lewis in school. I was called Lewis in elementary and junior high school and high school. My whole life until I moved to San Diego, and this is where I felt, because I think in New York the Latino and the minority cultures were all sort of blended in together a little bit. It was more like a New York culture than a Latino culture, I think. Yeah. But when I got here and I met, somebody that a friend of my mom's, and he was like, Luis, and I was like, yeah, it's Luis. Yeah. And then from that point, he's like, yeah, so just tell people, like, when they pronounce it. And even to this day, I was having a meeting with some people, some Latinos in there, and then during the meeting, they could call me Luis, and I was like, Luis, Big Lou, Fat Lou, Louis, just not Lewis. That's it. You can pick a bunch of things, but not Lewis. There's no O in my name, so that 100% tracks, Rosa.
Yeah,
Carrillo.
Yeah. They can say Timothée Chalamet and Saoirse Ronan, but they can't say Louis, right?
Yeah. Saoirse Ronan, exactly. Like, come on, you can say that, but you can't say Carrillo.
Yeah. And it also felt like because we got robbed of the MCU Luis recap, and they didn't put him in the new Ant-Man movie for some fucking reason, and it did sort of have like this feel of like if he was sort of telling the story, sort of that that MCU feel as well.
Yeah, those sequences were hilarious. I absolutely love them. Yeah,
those are like the best parts of those movies, and then they like decided not to, and then everybody was like, we should get a whole recap, and they were like, no, you get nothing. You get one show at a time, one movie at a time. Stop asking for more. All right, tell me a little bit about Primo. We talked a little bit about it, that it's on Freevee last week, and I started watching it, but I haven't been able to binge it all the way through. What are your thoughts?
I loved it. I've seen it multiple times.
Really?
I guess 7 times already. I'm like, should I say the number? Should I say the number or not?
You should always
say
hilarious.
This from the woman that went to see Top Gun like 18 times.
That's what it was. It was Top Gun, yeah.
Yes, that's me. Guilty. You know what? I absolutely love Primo. It's one of the funniest shows I've seen in a very long time, and it's just so sharply written. And it's not because I moderated the panel Q&A, whatever, blah blah blah, but it's because it generally feels also authentic, and it's also by Latinos, pero it doesn't necessarily hammer you over the head with look, we're Latinos, we are Latinos, Mexican food, Mexican Americans, blah blah blah. It's more of the familial dynamic and having a group of people coexisting under the same roof, regardless of their philosophies and their ideas and how they approach life and so on and so forth. So man, it's hilarious. I absolutely loved it, and I cannot recommend it enough. Go check it out, because it's heartfelt. I there's various sequences where I'm laughing at one time, and then within a couple of seconds I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to cry. What's going on here? It's just well balanced with humor, but also I'm emotionally invested in these characters, and it's unexpected at times, because you don't expect to be emotionally moved by people just simply either paying tribute to somebody who passed away, and in such a serious moment they throw in a few jokes, but yet they still manage to make it emotional, which is rare to balance those two things. So yeah, I absolutely loved it.
I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah, I queued it up and I started watching, but then I had a bunch of stuff happening, so I definitely, like, right away I was like, okay, this is going to be good. I'm just saving it, but I'm definitely going to binge it. Sophia had a question last week about is there any LGBTQ representation in the show?
Oh yeah, in the show. Yeah.
And Primo?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, just out of curiosity.
I don't know.
That's okay. Okay,
I didn't catch any in the beginning of it, but we'll be watching.
No, I don't think so. No,
it's a show, right? So there's gonna be multiple seasons. Hopefully, if it gets picked up.
Hopefully,
yeah.
Hopefully.
We gotta support it. We gotta watch it.
Yeah.
And it's, you don't have to subscribe to anything. It's on Freevee. So you can definitely watch it.
Okay.
Polly says no representation.
Nope. Short answer. All right. Well, thanks. I've been watching The Queer Ultimatum, so quality, really high quality television here. It's Pride Month. I had to prioritize that. But Primo's coming right after. I'm almost done binging it.
All right, we're gonna keep talking here with Rosa for a little bit. Talk a little bit about With Love, Spider-Verse, and a couple other things happening in entertainment. But I did want to take a second, since Cyro's in the chat. Cyro, what's up? Cyro works for the Humane Society here in San Diego, and I'm I'm somebody who supports all types of causes for animal support, rescuing animals, etc. So I'm putting the link in her chat to her personal donation page. It is the time of the year where the Humane Society is asking for donations for all the work that they do. They do a lot of great work in San Diego. I support a lot of animal charities, including the Humane Society, including the one that I work with personally, WeSaveThePuppy.org as well. And look, this is my cause. This is one of my personal causes, animal abuse, and the fact that even though we've known for a long time that we need to spay and neuter our animals, people still don't do it. I believe that in the cultures, people of color cultures, and Latino, African American, Asian, Indian cultures, we have a weird relationship with animals. And sometimes we feel that they are lacking something in their lives if they're not having to be the ability to be parents. Dogs aren't parents. They give birth, they're annoyed by their puppies, and that's it. So we need to change the way that the Latino culture and minority cultures think about animals, and we need to realize that it is that important that each of us takes it into ourselves. And then we have dogs. They're not missing anything by not experiencing motherhood. All right. They're not going to have the joy that Rosa had last week when she got to go to 2 different graduation ceremonies. You know what I mean? They don't need that. They just need to be healthy and loved. And a lot of the times we see all these videos that have these rescue organizations that go out and they find the puppy on the side of the road and they do this. And there's so many good organizations and people that are doing incredible things that I think we get complacent and say, well, we don't really have to put that much effort into it because there's all these people and there's all these organizations and there's tons of them. Marley's Mutts, We Save the Puppy, Humane Society. But the fact is all those people, all those organizations, all those nonprofits are overrun because there's so many dogs left to fuck, just like you and I. There's so many dogs. There's so many extra people. So people that don't give a fuck, that don't care, that are out there. And I personally am going to try to work with some organizations to do some PSAs for this in the future. Is something that I've been wanting to do for a while. But this is just one organization that we can help out. With right now. So check out the link in the chat. And donate. If you don't donate to them, find an organization locally that works with animals. And work within your own community and talk to people and spread that message that dogs don't need to experience motherhood. Don't put a human emotion onto an animal. Get your animals fixed. Don't buy puppies off of Craigslist. We're never going to run out of dogs, but we can stop supporting puppy mills, Craigslist breeders, and do what we can personally to make sure that our animals aren't breeding and doing that. So Cyro works for them. Love you, Cyro. Hope that it helps that. Adopt, don't shop. Latino Slant. Yeah, I know Latino Slant. I know you work closely with an organization as well. If you guys ever need any help with anything like that, let me know. I'm always down to help. It is one of my biggest causes. So thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your segment, Rosa, but I had this on the side and I wanted to just take a minute and give that link out for people.
Speech.
My little animal rant. Okay.
Very beautifully said.
We can get back to the show. As we have dogs barking in the background.
Yeah, that's my neighbor's dogs. He's very cute.
Hey, a rare W. Luis from Polly. Thank you.
Adopt, don't shop.
Yeah, exactly. All right, a couple other things here with Rosa. Let's talk With Love and Spider-Verse.
Yeah, so With Love, that show actually does have a private presentation. It is currently streaming on Amazon. I believe season 2 is the one that just came out.
This is Ana Tia Gloria, right?
Yeah, Gloria Calderon Kellett, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Tia
really
Glow.
good. Yeah, Tia Glow, and it's really good. She plays Tia. Hey, yeah, same fun. She plays Tia. I forgot her name in the show, but she's so hilarious, and it was fun, obviously, talking to the cast. Pero the show's really good. The show very much does deeply dive into the familial dynamics, but also it's not judgmental. It focuses more not necessarily on the trauma of these family members, but on how we deal with it and how to respect other people's viewpoints and take advice and so on and so forth. It's a really good show. Highly recommend checking it out, and it's streaming on Amazon.
And there's another season that just and you can do 2 full seasons right now, right? Because the first season came out, and now this is season 2 that just popped off, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, I met Tia Glow a few years ago for a panel that I moderated at the San Diego Latino Film Festival. Came down for one day at a time. So I've been a fan of hers, and she's a great follow on Twitter. She always gives a lot of great advice and stuff like that. So we have to support those shows, especially now. Because, and another reason is because since there's a WGA writer strike going on, there's no productions happening. A lot of stuff's getting stalled. So the numbers right now for streaming are very important because right now decisions are being made, fights are being fought as to the future of streaming, the future of shows. So if we can show out right now, and these shows With Love, Primo, This Fool, all these other shows that we have need support right now more than ever, so that we get over that hump.
Absolutely.
And then of course the Spider-Verse. Yeah, listen, it was short-lived from Polly.
The comment section. Stop kissing ass.
It was short. He gives me the rare Lou W. Yeah. And then he just takes it right back, Polly. That's all right, man. Yeah. That's all right. Let me get you on my side one time, Polly. Let me know when you need me to come on and debate on your show. So let's talk Spider-Verse. I just recently re-binged the first Spider-Verse movie while I was at the gym. And I'm excited to see part 2. What the second part? What are your thoughts, Rosa?
Yeah, I've seen it twice. First time I watched it, I was just blown away by what I had just seen. I was just so blown away by the visuals that I didn't pay attention to anything else, like the storyline or the voice acting or any of that, because the visuals were just, I've never seen anything like that in my entire life. And it certainly set a new blueprint for what capacity animation can go and where it can get. And I think it's been defined best by Jorge Gutierrez, who's the creator of the Book of Life, and Maya and the Three, when he said, I feel bad for any animator who has to follow up this film, because it's gonna be, and himself included, of course.
Yeah.
And I cannot believe what I had just seen, and it's just the designs, the visuals designs, that each world, each multiverse and each world has a different design, color palette. My personal favorite was the one of Gwen, her world, and Gwen Stacy. She has these pastel looking color palette with watercolor design, and it's just, again, mind-boggling. The characters themselves, they're just otherworldly, and I generally have never felt so dumb and illiterate as I did after watching that film, because I genuinely am speechless, and I do not have the the intelligence to even articulate what the hell I just watched.
I love it.
And that's how good it is. I had to watch it again, and even then it still somehow managed to supersede the first viewing.
Wow.
It's stunning, man. It's like masterfully done.
Wow. Okay, rendered you speechless.
Yes.
Damn.
Does it is it the best Spider-Man movie of all time?
Ooh. First Spider-Verse included.
Yes, just in general, is it the best Spider-Man movie of all time?
I would say yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's high praise.
And it has nothing to do that, my Oscar's in it, Oscar Isaac. But no, I would say it is.
Okay.
Definitely, yeah.
Cyrus says Spider-Verse and Zoom are the two favorite movies I've seen in theaters this year so far. And Latino, probably seen it twice. Top 3 this year, just breathtaking. All right, listen.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Quit while you're ahead. I'm gonna go watch it next.
Top of my list.
Top of my list. It comes out next week, right? In general review, or is it already out?
Yeah, it just came out last weekend. Check it out. If you can watch it in Dolby or IMAX, man, do that. It deserves to be seen on the best screen possible.
I got some good acid I've been saving, so maybe I'm just kidding.
Oh my!
All right. I had a couple of things I wanted to just touch base with you real quick, Rosa, since we got you here. There's been a lot of changes, but this actually just happened today, and I wanted to get your thoughts on it. The Golden Globes have been sold, and the Hollywood Foreign Press is no more. This story came out in the Times today. After a series of ethics, finance, and diversity scandals, the Embattled Award show will continue, but the group that has behind it will not. Obviously, as somebody that covers award show, we've had award predictions on the Oscars and stuff. We had you on for that. It's a big part of this part of the industry. What were your initial thoughts when this broke today? And did you sort of see it coming, or what did you think initially?
I saw a few clips here and there. I haven't taken the time to read the article or anything like that. It was expected, I guess, in a way, because of all the controversy that the association has been experiencing with diversity and all that. But frankly, I don't think much about it, as oddly as it sounds. The Golden Globes don't necessarily hold in my eyes, at least, a prestigious. It doesn't resemble anything prestigious to me. It's just more of a this is where a lot of these celebrities come to hang out, and it's more of a.
It was the party one, right?
Yeah,
you got TV and movie people mixed in together, and it was the one where they were openly drinking and openly sort of partying and stuff like that. So it was sort of that, right?
Right. Exactly.
Okay, got it.
On another note, though, it also set the pace for award season. A lot of the people that won the Golden Globes kind of won the Oscar as well. So I don't know, right?
Well, unless you were bought out and you were forced to vote for somebody, then
that's true.
All right. Here's the next question, Rosa. I'm gonna put 2 movie tickets in front of you. You can walk into the movie theater on the left or on the right. In the left, Oppenheimer. On the right, Barbie. Which one are you watching first?
I'm a big Nolan fan. I have to go with Oppenheimer.
All right. Yeah, me too. You can watch, Barbie's more of a palate cleanser, I think, right?
Yeah.
And how do you feel about this sort of prestige director? They sort of made a joke in this on Barry this season as well. These prestige directors that are doing this like IT sort of IP property movies, like these big budget. What are your thoughts on that?
Like what? Like Greta Gerwig doing Barbie and
like Greta doing Barbie and the girl that the lady that did the MCU movie and stuff like that.
I mean, if that's what the directors feel like they want to do, I mean, I have no
get that money, right? Get that paycheck.
Yeah, get the money. Get the paycheck. But I'm not heavily critical of, oh yes, I can't have a, I don't know who people think it's a prestigious director. Everyone is different, but yeah, for them to just be boxed in and just direct a certain type of films or genre of films just because that's what's expected of them. Don't necessarily agree with that. I think directors should be able to go out there and taste the waters, and if they want to direct an MCU, let them do it. Or if they want to do a Barbie or an Oppenheimer or whatever, why not? I find no hate. Yeah.
And just a couple more things here, Rosa. What is it that you're most excited about for the rest of the year that you haven't already watched? Is it Dune 2? Is it
Blue Beetle?
Blue Beetle?
Yeah. Okay. Blue Beetle, hands down, Blue Beetle.
All right. Okay. All right. A lot of stuff got pushed back. There's an article today about all these films that got pushed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, did Blue Beetle already come out? What was
Blade got pushed back. A couple of other things got pushed back. There's movies that are coming out in 2026 now that were coming out this year, but right now, like the next things that are coming out that I think I'm most excited. I don't know. I'm sort of morbidly interested in seeing the Indiana Jones movie. And kind of see what they do with that. And then next year, just because of the Minion, Kung Fu Panda 4 is what I'm excited. I'm excited about taking because he's a huge Jack Black fan. He loves Kung Fu Panda, so I'm just excited to go see that with him and whatnot.
Nice.
All right. There was one other article that had come up. Oh, actually, here, this is quick because you saw the new Wes Anderson movie, right? You saw Asteroid City?
Yeah, Asteroid City. Yeah, I just watched it a couple of days ago.
And listen, I've been writing with Wes since Bottle Rocket, since Rushmore, his first two movies, and the Royal Tenenbaums. After that, for me, his aesthetic took over, and my thoughts on Wes Anderson for his last like 5 or 6 movies has been that they're cute premises, but what saves the movie is the fact that he's so popular that he can get all these amazing actors to come be in his movies. And I think that the cast he can get is what saves the films for me, but the aesthetic and the cuteness of it sort of got too much for it. Is this more of the same, or how do you feel this compares to the rest of his filmography?
Well, I've been his recent movies. I don't think I've seen his like the first ones that you just mentioned, but anything he's done recently, I'm a big visual person, so I don't mind sitting down for 2 hours and seeing his aesthetic, the color palette that he utilizes, the framing of these characters, and the delivery of their very stoic and monotone delivery of the dialogue that, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of it he writes. And Asteroid City, it's more of that, more of, yes, you have these big name actors and the visuals kind of similar to his previous films. Pero there's a lot. This one has, his characters are a bit more, I don't want to say dimensional or versatile, because they're kind of similar to previous films, but somehow these characters, I don't know, I was engaged in these characters. I was invested. And for that alone, I was like, okay, this is a bit different. And the overall message is just of dealing with grief or just going out there and
trauma. It's dealing with
trauma and something as small or superficial as just like if you're an actor and you have to go out there and like read a script or something, that you don't have to fully understand everything that you're doing to just go out there and do it. It's just has these little nuggets of that. I liked it. I very much enjoyed it, and it was. I want to see it again. It's one of those movies that I'm definitely going to be checking out again. I think it has a limited release this upcoming weekend, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, my favorite Wes Anderson movie is Rushmore with and Bill Murray's in it. That was his second movie, and then Bottle Rocket was his first film with the Wilson brothers, and those films are nothing like his sort of. They were like pre Wes Anderson aesthetic. The reason I had brought this up is that
because of the TikToks.
Because his aesthetic has become such a meme, and this is my least favorite trend on TikTok. Is people that are like sort of repurposing their life as Wes Anderson movies because and so it's just this. So this is the part I love. I love some of the dialogue he does. I love the themes. I love his cast.
Yeah.
But when he had like all the power to do whatever he wants, and he just keeps doing all these things. If you watch Rushmore and you watch Bottle Rocket, you'll still see the Wes Anderson storytelling and characters without the aesthetic is just as powerful. And then he did the Royal Tenenbaums, which was the first time he sort of used that, and then he's like, fuck it, I love this, I'm just gonna keep it going. So I will see it. I don't know if it'll be a hate watch or a love watch yet, but
these memes, man, they ruin everything. They ruin everything.
You know what? Something about his films, though, that I can understand how people can poke fun of it and so on, but it's different. And after going out there to watch all these comic book movies and going out there and watch like all these Spielberg films or Scorsese, it's in a way, oddly, I guess, in my eyes, just refreshing to see something different. Something that whose like vision is just so detail oriented that I don't mind sitting through that. Maybe it's because it's my cup of tea, and I like seeing different things. I don't know. Some people would consider artsy or art house kind of filmmaking. I personally love it. So
Rosa's all about the visuals. All right, I got you.
I don't mind it. I'm always fascinated by it. Like,
I would be interested if you do get a chance to catch up on his whole filmography, how we would differently rate all of his movies. I think that would be interesting for a future episode. If you ever do some more research on him or get a chance to watch his first few movies,
and then a bracket.
I'd love to see more of a ranking. All right. Okay. All right. I had one other thing here that I had pulled up for Rosa before we let her go. She can catch her on Twitter at Rosa Reviews, on Instagram. She's also a Rotten Tomato approved critic. You can also watch her on the Daily Cella. Some of her reviews are there. Where else can people find you, Rosa?
Yeah, I mostly write for the Daily Cella. I do some reviews for Idol, which is in their own league. And yeah, those are the two prominent sites where I'm writing a lot of my work.
And you can catch her as the official third leg of the Lufia Mi Gente show. She is she's officially gente.
She's officially
she's part of the Gentes, and you can get the Daily Cella app, and you can there's a lot of cool stuff happening.
Hold on. Why did no one tell me there was an app? There's an app.
There's an app for that, Sophia. There's
Daily Cella app.
Yeah, we gotta get on that. So anytime Rosa puts something out, you can get a notification like I do.
Yes.
Wow. All right. There was this other interesting article that I saw, which was something that I've been saving for Rosa, which is Rosa is I honestly like the fast movies are it's just eye candy at this point. It turned into like a it was a car racing movie that suddenly turned into like the Avengers. And they've gone to space. They're doing everything. They defy the laws of physics. One of the things that also defies the physics is Dominic Toretto's ethnicity.
What?
So the question here is, how Latino is Dominic Toretto, and does it really matter? This is an article on Polygon a little while ago. And it was basically talking about just how they've sort of retconned and changed
Whoa.
as it pleases them. Dominic Toretto,
Oh,
which was
Rita
initially
Moreno was his mom?
Yeah, exactly.
Grandmother.
I'm so behind. I'm so
Yeah,
behind.
and then Dominic Toretto for the first few minutes was clearly coded as like a Vin Diesel Italian sort of person, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they were in Brazil, and he had family in Brazil, and they were in Cuba, and he had family in Cuba. And then the last movie where they had John Cena playing his brother, they retconned him and showed him as like this like very cholo looking young kid. They made him like super Mexican in that movie.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they retconned him like. So the question is, what do you think? Does it matter that he's the Dominican Republic part of it was happening?
Dominican. I like that.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
no!
I'm gonna share this article in the comments
This is
section
important.
for people that want to watch it. But this was really awesome. They had Rita Moreno playing his grandma, like John Cena is somehow his white brother.
I thought they would just stop at Brazilian. Why do they keep going?
His kid, even though Michelle Rodriguez is very sort of like Latin, like she's more paler, right? Their kid is like super Latino looking, right? So what are your thoughts on this and the evolution of his ethnicity, Rosa?
Well, the kid is not Michelle's kid. It's from the Brazilian cop.
Oh, okay, it's his previous kids, right?
Yeah. The real life wife of Chris Hemsworth.
Yes, Chris Hemsworth's wife.
Yeah. I guess somehow that kick popped out. This is funny because it just speaks to the absurdity of the franchise in general. Because in the first movie it's just him, his sister, and then just his group of friends, and they're just robbing, what do you call it, like they go after these big trailers and rob whatever they're carrying and such.
Right.
And then all of a sudden we go to this, and Rita Moreno is his. I think it's
flying from
car to car. It's so absurd.
Isn't it like the most Hollywood like way of like it's almost like a kick in the face, really, which is like, look, he's Latino-ish. There's it's like literally like almost what do I call it, like the thing that I say about Alien. It's literally almost an allegory about how Hollywood treats Latinos, right?
Yeah,
because it's almost like, he was in LA where 90% of people are Mexican, Latino and Mexican, but when he was in Cuba, he had a cousin down there. You remember that, with the Cuban cousin, and then in Dominican, and then when he was in Brazil, and he had a whole family over there.
Which is so weird because again, this was a movie that started with just street car racing in LA. There did not need to be any racial anythings.
Right.
And his sister, the actress who plays his sister,
Mia, she's Brazilian, I think, in real life, right?
Right.
I think so. Yeah, the actress is actually
very white passing.
Yeah,
maybe they were like, oh, the actress is Brazilian, we can be that. Anyway, I just thought it was super interesting that I don't know whether we need to put them up there with like Latino film icons or not.
These films, man, they just became, I don't know what they became. It's good times.
It's just absurd.
Like absurd is the word.
The film did so poorly. I'm sad to report at the box office that it's already on demand. Like you can go and watch. Yeah, it's already on on demand, so you can go just rent it and just watch it at home, even though it came out like last month or something.
Did you ever like these movies? And if so, at what point did you check out?
Yeah, I like the first one. The first one came out, I don't know, I think I was late teens, early teens, I don't remember.
Probably like 2000.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. I like the first one. The second one was okay. And then I think that's where I checked out. And all of a sudden I
checked out early. All right.
I watched Fast Five because I was riding the wave of Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
No.
And I was like, "Ooh, this is very interesting." I really enjoy the Fast Five. It's still my favorite fast
oh, really?
Fast film.
Okay.
Oh yes, it's really good.
Right.
It's still absurd in
It
every
is
sense
absurd,
of the word. But yeah, that's the one that takes place in Brazil. And then yeah, for that to be connected with this one, Fast X, and all that, I guess they're trying to capitalize on the fact that Fast Five is their best Fast and Furious movie, so they're trying to go back there and make it somehow continue that specific story. And I wasn't never really a big fan of the franchise. Like I wasn't there on opening weekend or anything like that. If I get a chance to see it, I'm gonna watch it. If not, then I won't cry myself to sleep.
Cool.
There's one person that I've watched these movies with in theaters with, and it was just because it was something just to go smoke and just go watch, and it wasn't really like, and it was always because it was like during traffic, and it was like, should we spend an hour and a half in traffic, or should we just go into this movie theater and watch this? And so, but they've defied the laws of gravity so long. My favorite was when they were on this giant airplane, and they had to drive through the airplane, and they were on this.
Oh yeah.
They were on this runway.
Terrible CGI.
But the runway was literally endless.
Yeah.
It's like, this plane's about to take off for the next 12 minutes.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, Rosa, thanks for stopping by again. It's been way too long. We look forward to having you on more episodes moving forward throughout the summer, so we can sort of check in on what's happening. Go follow Rosa. Go check her out. She's part of the team. So, Rosa, thank you very much.
Love you, Rosa. By. Thank you for being here.
No, thank you guys for bringing me back on. It was a pleasure talking to you guys, and I missed you, y'all. So, yay, love it.
All right, we'll see you next week, Rosa. Thanks for stopping.
Alrighty, bye.
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 Oh,
was Rosa Parra.
She is kicking ass, isn't she? I saw those pictures. I was like, "Ooh, I know her."
Yeah, she's hosting. She's doing a thing.
That's my friend.
She's doing big things. All right. Okay, let's wrap things up. I just trying to confirm that we don't have any more guests coming by.
What I was gonna say, we don't have No Names Ways, right?
No, we haven't even promoted that.
We haven't promoted. We'll do it next week. Next week. We keep pushing it back.
I do have a question if anybody's in the chat that we sort of put off from last week. This was a topic that I was going to bring up, but for the guys and girls in the chat, this was from Ask Reddit. What's the best pickup line you ever heard?
Ooh.
What's the best pickup line you've ever heard? Or what's the best pickup line that maybe ever worked on you? Or something like that, you know?
That's a good question. I always blank with pickup line questions because not a huge pickup line person to use or to have used on.
Interesting. But I'm assuming,
what about you?
What's the worst pickup line that somebody's ever tried to use on you? Do you remember that? Is there one that sticks out in your head?
You've been running through my mind all day. Definitely was used at some point in my life.
Ooh.
I know it was rough, but the thing is, like, I don't think pickup lines are an actual thing. At least, like, guys just go up to you and they're like, "Can I buy you a drink? Hey, what's your name?
What's your name?"
Yeah, it's like, you know, I'm like, who uses pickup lines actually? I'm not immune though. I like a witty pickup line, so use them, people. I'm single. Please use them.
I had an act of brilliance once, and it was never duplicated again. But this was early, I think probably mid to late 90s, when Barnes and Nobles started to become a thing, and people were like, they would grab a book and grab a coffee at Barnes and Nobles and stuff. And I was in Barnes and Nobles looking through some books, and there was a cute ass chick that was like a few hours back, and we sort of kept like seeing each other around the thing, you know, and then we were both, and then I was like, oh, I was gonna time it because I figured she was gonna go to get coffee and stuff, and I timed it, And I was like, fuck, what am I going to say? 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 So I got up to her and she was just like right in front of me and she was waiting for me to say something. I was like, can we just pretend I just said something really brilliant and you just wanted to sit down and talk to me? And she was like, okay.
Yeah. See, those are nice little, but that's not like a pickup line. That's just like a nice little banter moment.
So it's like I said something so brilliant that you just wanted to have a cup of coffee with me. And she was like, yeah, okay.
You look cool. Yeah, see, that's what works. It's just like a little witty little something.
Yeah.
Just like,
yeah. Improv. That was because I've been going to a lot of improv there.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Someone looked at me up and down and a bar and said, you look like a superhero.
Kind of liked it. You should have been like, which one? Why? Follow-ups. This requires follow-ups.
You look like a
you look like a superhero.
You look like a superhero.
I'm gonna use
All
it.
right. Yeah, so if anybody has another one, put it down. Let's see.
I use it this weekend. I'll report back.
All right, I'm gonna say as I crush through some of these tabs and push them on to our next episode.
Crushing tabs.
Reminder, fuck all homophobes this month. I hope you guys are having
Wait, I love this one. Oh my god. Yeah, so because if you actually put hashtag Pride Month on like Instagram or something, like this pops up because they spammed it so hard. They just thought it was so smart.
Yeah.
And then like go to the next one.
Oh, is it
Pride Month, Demon, Bible, bye.
Bye.
Whoa, Pride Month, emo. Crucifixion, Rue.
Wow.
Tucker, arson.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Lesbian,
I think.
God.
Go dancer.
Wow.
Was God a go-go dancer?
Was he? All right. In the you're not helping category this week. Listen, we're trying to be allies here, but trans influencer banned for White House because they showed their boobs during a White House event. Look, the right's going to try to use every single. This is why they get freaked out about like the one story from a newspaper in Idaho about trans athletes or something, because they have to search so much for stuff that fits their narrative.
Yeah.
And their groomer pedophile narrative and the flag being demonic and stuff like that is obviously bullshit. And it'll stop meaning anything, because the same way soy boy stopped meaning and cuck and woke, because they take a term, they find a new term that they want to push, and then they just beat it to death. They just throw it at everything that they don't like, right?
Yeah, and then it's like meaningless.
Yeah, but you're not helping when they're having an inclusivity and trans event at the White House, and you're taking your tits out.
Ah, no.
You're not helping.
Wait, I don't get what was this supposed to be activism? I'm not entirely understanding here.
Yeah, she just flashed her breast at president at the Pride party.
Oh, okay. Well,
trans influencer decides, fuck it, let suns out, buns out, tits out.
Yeah.
And basically the White House had to like uninvite her to future events. Like, listen, they got a pride flag up at the White House. Come on.
Yeah. Well, this seems more like debauchery pride stuff. Oh,
and it's a spectrum.
Yeah, it is. All right.
It's a spectrum, and we respect it, and that was kind of the point of pride events in the past and pride parades in New York in the past, was to sort of normalize stuff like that and shock people to a sense so that the other shit is normal, right? But you're not helping.
You're not helping the cause.
Not at that moment. Everything else there was fine.
Go to Mardi Gras.
Yes. That was Mardi Gras behavior.
Mardi Gras behavior. Wrong parade.
Wrong parade. All right. And I was going to, I guess she's unavailable today, but I wanted to do a shout out to one of our constant friends of the show, personal friends. And she's having an event, Chicana Lily Studios Allies and Artisans Mercado, this June 17th and 18th.
Yeah.
At the Mission Valley Mall next to Daniel's Jewelry from 11 to 5 p.m. There is all types of art that is made by both LGBTQ artists and ally artists that is LGBTQ themed for Pride. So both Saturday and Sunday this coming week, if you're out and about, 11 to 5 p.m. at the Mission Valley Mall, there's going to be tons of booths with different types of artists. There's going to be music, free rainbow face paintings, live paintings, Latino music. So please show up. And I'm pretty sure that the Melody also has a couple of spots there. So look up Chicana Lily Studios, Allies and Artisans Mercado, June 17th and 18th. Come out and support
this weekend
for Pride. Very appropriate event.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We love Mello. We love Mello.
And we were going to try to have her on, but she's running around the city with this show that she's putting on. So unfortunately, she could not make it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Let's wrap things up here, Sophia.
Yeah, let's do it. Moving right along.
Moving right along. All right. This was an interesting story that I saw a few weeks back. Oh, let's get it out of the way here. A journalist made fun of a guy for proposing to his girlfriend at a KFC. So this happens, there's the whole, there's a guy with the roses and the Little Caesars pizza, and they're like, ha, you know what I mean? Meanwhile, he's bringing a fucking pizza home. What's the big deal?
Yeah.
Or, you, God forbid, you propose at McDonald's, or at KFC. And this was in South Africa. So SA men are so broke, they even propose at KFC. They have absolutely no class. I mean, who proposes at KFC? So KFC South Africa.
Fuck you.
So basically the internet, as is apt to do, reacts, but then there's the internet does good things before, right? Hey, Mazani's favorite couple, your honeymoon is on us. Kahlua Holidays are giving you a holiday in Cape Town, 5 nights accommodations.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, Audi of South Africa, these honeymoon destinations look far. Someone needs to drive them there. We got you. So they got a free rental. Guys, is the sweetest story ever. Please DM me. My jewelry company would donate with these 2 beautiful rings worth, etc. Rose gold with diamonds. Yay for KFC. Just like your chicken and our Coke are the perfect pair. We're all for bringing you the soft drinks for the wedding and are us.
Oh.
We at Raincoza will take away their data worries. Unlimited data for 1 year. So then, a bunch of, obviously it starts off good and the company see it as an opportunity, but still.
And then they hop on, but.
Yeah, but still, don't shame people. These guys got a 42-inch TV. They got some wedding pressments. Puma jumped in. And
hell yeah, look at the couple. Okay.
There's a happy couple there.
There's so many haters in the world. Like, just don't waste your energy. Truly, if you have a fucking nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Like, chill. Yeah. Although in this case, I guess it worked out, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of like the one that resonates is the fat guy dance party. Remember from back in the days where the guys try to shame this unit try to dance before we started laughing at them, and then they were all the people. They had the giant dance party for them and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's like the peak of that.
We love when it works out.
We love when that works out. All right.
Would you ever propose to anyone at a KFC or at a fast food chain?
No.
Okay. Well, damn, that didn't work out, did it?
That's just my personal. I'm just a little bit more creative than that. I'm sorry.
That's true. And listen, I mean, there's also there's no wrong way of doing it. I think every couple is very different. So if you have a little cutesy inside joke KFC, whatever, maybe they met there, whatever, and then they're like, maybe they love chicken, and then he put the ring in the chicken, and then imagine it could be cute. Okay, don't shame people. Yeah.
If your first date was at a KFC, or not maybe a first date, but maybe you met cute there or something like that.
Yeah. It's an inside joke. Who cares, you guys? It's so cute. Love is cute, okay?
Love is love, man. We're not gonna kink shame anybody here.
No, absolutely.
Let's see. This one, I don't think we should watch this. This one's got too many. I'll play it, but I'll mute it because you'll still get the same idea, right? Okay. This was a drunk white girl in Philadelphia, I believe.
Okay.
and she's literally like screaming out. She's literally screaming out the N-word at everybody.
Oh no! Didn't we see something? Oh hell yeah! That's right, bitch.
Like
is she crying now? She's like, ah!
She's crying and saying the N-word out loud, and then she throws her phone, right?
Okay.
And then later on, she's getting mad at people because she doesn't know where her phone is, and she's just like attacking people.
Oh, okay. Jesus, this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is embarrassing. I mean, I feel bad in the sense that like she's clearly wasted.
Yeah.
But people just like be better.
She's literally
Why is she just attacking everyone? I would have taken her purse and made her day a little worse.
Yeah, I think somebody actually did take her purse.
Oh, good. Yeah, I would just grab it and then be like, okay, bye.
Yeah, like she's basically asking for it.
You're asking to get literally assaulted, dude. Like,
yeah, he's like, you know what I'm doing? I'm filming this. Look, and you can tell that she's screaming the word out loud in the middle of Philadelphia,
screaming the N-word.
Yeah,
oh my
dude,
god,
this is like a new level of. This is like there's levels to this white girl wasted apparently, and she is passing. She's creating new levels.
That reminded me of that one video that we watched about the white girl at the college that like was also like just screaming racist stuff at like one of the I think dorm people. I don't know, but
oh yeah.
Don't.
No, I think I think maybe I have the wrong thread, but there was one where like, yeah, they found her like in 2 seconds. Like,
yeah, of course.
Here's her Instagram. Here's all her stuff.
Oh man, I'm so tempted to go see her Instagram right now.
So,
hey, that rhymed. I'm gonna take in her purse and made her. I'm a poet, guys. Thank you.
She's a poet. All right, and then I wanted to show you guys a picture real quick before we end our stream for tonight.
I love that.
All right, so
how are we getting existential here?
Yeah, this is my let me. All right. This is a picture of Earth. That little tiny white dot. This is called Pale Blue Dot. Is a photo of Earth that was taken by Voyager 1 in 1990 from a distance about 6 billion kilometers as it was leaving our solar system. This is what Carl Sagan said about the photo. Look again at that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives, the aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies and economic doctrines, every hunter or forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilizations, every king and peasant, every young couple and love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, superstar, Avery, supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species live there in one mode of dust suspended in a sunbeam. So again, just nothing a little matters. Nothing matters. Like I said, listen, why do we fight? Why do we have these fucking stupid ass conversations about shit? Why don't we just all eat together, make food for each other, have giant orgies and have fun when we're all on the same fucking planet? Instead, we created an economy, a money system, barter, all these horrible shit. When we are literally a speck of dust
floating through space
in an infinite amount of possibilities.
Ya me la sé.
We're nothing and we only have this very brief moment in time to enjoy each other. So love each other, make some art, try better, have sex, have fun with each other, enjoy. Don't worry, embrace awkward moments in your life. Just live and enjoy yourselves.
And don't be that drunk white girl yelling the N-word on the street.
And don't go to Philadelphia, get drunk, and you can tell she's got no friends and do that. So and then cherish the planet that we have, man. Take care of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Simple,
people, really.
If everybody just ate mushrooms together one day, and we'd wake up and the world would be a different place.
We should do mushrooms.
We should do a mushroom stream.
I was on shrooms on our weed stream.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Sure. Anyway.
All right. Well, there's that, guys.
So
we did it.
We did it. Trump Indictment, Pride Month Miracle, Rosa's reviews, talking about movies. Go watch Flaming Hot. Go watch Primo. There's a lot of other recommendations. Go donate to animal organizations that we mentioned. Look out for Chicana Lili Studios event this coming weekend if you're in San Diego. And make sure that you guys are following us at Mi Gente Show on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. And search for Mi Gente Show wherever you get your podcast to help support the stream and the show.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. And,
thanks for tuning in, everybody. Paulie, all the people that tuned in early, late, the lurkers, everybody else. We love you. Thank you for listening. And we'll see you. We'll try better next time. Peace.
Hasta luego.
Vamos, papá, hay que irnos. Me estoy aguantando desde que pusieron el domo.
Puedes esperar. Muchas personas trabajaron en esta película y solo quieren que te aprendas sus nombres de memoria.
Y yo quiero asegurarme de que ningún animal resultó lesionado durante la filmación de esta película.
¡Listo! ¡Uy, palomitas en el suelo! Oh.
Espera, parece que Maggie tiene algo que decir. Es su primera palabra. ¿Qué escuela?
¡4 años de escuela de cinematografía!